The Richat structure may be extremely interesting. I've not been there, and I don't like pronouncing on places that I've not seen and studied myself. So if I were asked to put money on it right now, I would put money on the Richat structure being natural. If I were able to go there and investigate it firsthand and have boots on the ground, I might change my view. But right now, I don't have enough information to say that this is a man-made structure.
Do you have an idea of where you think it's at?
Well, again, it's provided by Plato. It's west of the Pillars of Hercules, west of the Straits of Gibraltar. It's in the Atlantic Ocean. It's in Mauritania, in West Africa, on land, never been underwater. Not in the last few 100 million years, anyway. It's an intriguing-looking structure, my God, and it does, resemble that ring structure that is accorded to Atlantis. So I refuse to write it off completely, but at the same time, my work is under such hostile scrutiny by so many archaeologists at the moment that I'd be foolish to put money on something that I've not even seen for myself.
I was ocean. This is the whole Plato theory. Number 2, the Atlantis was swallowed up by the Bermuda Triangle. Number 3, Atlantis was Antarctica. That's what this was. So this is the 1958 book, Earth's Shifting Crust.
Yep.
Number 4, the story of Atlantis was a mythical retelling of the Black Sea flood. Okay. Next, Atlantis is the story of the Minoan civilization which flourished in the Greek island 2500 to 1600 BC. And the 6th one is Atlantis didn't exist at all. Plato invented it.
Yeah. None of those theories take account of the fact that Atlantis is a flood myth and that it is part of a global tradition of flood myths. I don't think that any of them provide a satisfactory example. The most interesting thing is that there are a number of places in the world which were radically changed by sea level rise at the end of the Ice Age. It is possible that one of those places was in the mid-Atlantic. There is a phenomenon called isostasy, where you have huge ice masses, and you did have enormous ice cap over North America, everywhere north of pretty much Minnesota, all the way up to Canada. The weight of these ice masses, which were at the peak about 2 kilometers deep, would have been enormous. It's like a seesaw. You push down one bit, you raise up another bit. And it's possible that the mid-Atlantic ridge may have been higher as a result of the weight of the ice caps. That's called isostasy. Then when the ice caps come off, the seesaw shifts the other way. And what was above water ends up underwater. It's not only sea level rise that's involved, it's the mechanics of the Earth itself and the way that it's a slightly elastic surface that will allow weight to shift. So, for example, in the UK, where I live, there was an ice cap on northern Scotland during the Ice Age, and that pushed northern Scotland down and it pushed the south of England up. The Isle of Wight in the English Channel is now sinking because the ice cap's no longer there and the seesaw has gone back the other way. So you've got a combination of sea level rise and isostasy. It is possible, but there are other intriguing areas of the world. There's the Sunda Shelf, the landmass that now on maps is the Malay Peninsula, the Malaysian Peninsula, the Indonesian islands. That landmass was one landmass during the Ice Age. It wasn't a peninsula and a series of islands. Geologists call it the Sunda Shelf or Sunda Land. And that was submerged very rapidly at the end of the last Ice Age, changed everything completely. So that is an interesting area to look, and I know a number of Indonesian researchers who think Indonesia may have been the site of Atlantis for that reason. South of India, fascinating. So we were able to do a series of expeditions in southern India talking to people about their traditions there. And it turns out that there is a deep and ancient tradition of a land called Kumari Kandam in southern India, a land that extended south from the tip of southern India, that Sri Lanka was not an island, that it was joined to India, and that parts of this land may have extended as far south as the Maldives. And there are traditions about sophisticated civilization there, which had academies of learning, and they called them sangams. And this too was submerged in a global flood, and the date put on it is roughly 11,500 years ago. Meltwater Pulse 1b, the same sort of thing. So there's a number of candidates around the world for this.